All right, ladies and gentlemen, introducing our fighters to you. First of all, fighting out of our blue corner, with a professional record of 29 fights for 23 victories. She trains at Alpha Muay Thai, fighting out of the land of the long white cloud of New Zealand. Please welcome Gentiane Lupi. Her opponent tonight, fighting out of our red corner, her professional record stands at 18 fights, 13 victories. She trains at Champions Gym, training out of Perth, Western Australia, Victoria Sullivan.
Centering for instructions.
Use your corner as quickly as you can. It's for the belt, ladies. Good luck to you both. Come back ready to fight.
Our referee for this matchup, Mr. Pete Hickmott, giving the ladies their final instructions.
Both girls looking very strong.
You right there, Bruce?
Yeah, no, it's a sick fight, eh? Yeah, it's tops.
Shout out to Bruce McPhee.
Oh, that was actually me talking, was it?
The prankster in the commentary booth is Reese Lightning. We have also Melina Young, and I'm Ben Johnston calling this fight. So if anything silly gets said, it's definitely Reese.
I got nothing.
Last instructions from the corner. Both girls looking really focused here. Gentiane just choosing not to seal the ring. You often find in New Zealand they do tend to have a little bit more of a, I guess you'd call it a kickboxing style as opposed to a traditional Muay Thai style. You tend to see more Muay Thai in Australia, more of a Muay Thai style. And you can see the roots in Victoria, you know, in her style as well, does tend to be more like a Thai style. So trainer Pramon also being of Thai heritage himself.
I personally am just a fan of watching the Ramoys before, especially 5-round fights. The threes, if it's just a show that's full of 3-round fights, I think they should just punch them out. But yeah, I'm a big fan of watching the Ramoys.
Yeah, it is nice to see this tradition, and a lot of people here probably, being that they've never, being the show having a lot of the challenge fighters on it, are probably looking at this going, what is going on? So for those watching at home, this is a very traditional Thai thing. It's kind of like a dance, a way of paying respect to your trainers. It does have some roots in Buddhism. So, not that you have to be Buddhist to do it, but it does talk about, you know, paying respects to your guide, your trainers and your family, and trying to draw strength. And a lot of fighters actually use it as a way to limber up. And you could probably notice as she was moving around there, a lot of those are very similar to the dynamic warm-ups you might see before training.
My ADD kid's kicking in. I can't sit still.
Very exciting. It is. WMO Pro World Title on the line here for the girls. Red corner we have Victoria Sullivan. Blue corner we have Gentiane Lupi. Nice movement being shown from Vic.
Both girls just feeling each other out this first few moments of the fight.
5-3s this one, so 15 minutes. No need to win it in the first minute. See Victoria using that Thai style, trying to use that teep and stay on the back foot, light on the front foot. Gentiane runs into a checker. Victoria's there.
So Victoria has experience in Taekwondo as a kid, so you can really see that in her kicks.
Gives a nice snap to them. Gentiane just looking for a way in, not fully committing just yet. Probably struggling with that that range a little bit, but it is early days. She almost finds home with that right hand as Gentiane. Victoria misses with that kick, brings a check up and brings that switch kick up into the midsection of Gentiane. Leg kick lands for Gentiane.
Both girls nice and composed in this first start of the fight.
Still see that nervous energy from both of them as it's so early in the piece. There is a lot on the line, but this will definitely, as the fight goes on, it'll definitely limber up and they'll have some combos going in the later rounds.
I feel like Gentiane and I have the same capabilities on a computer. It says here that she's learnt how to copy and paste last year.
That's an achievement in itself.
You see as Gentiane comes in, Victoria's letting off a kick as soon as she comes in close.
She is, yeah. She's playing that the long, sort of using that switch kick and teep game, which is, very classic Thai style. It can be very effective as well. Looking for an elbow is Victoria. Doesn't quite land it. Lands some knees in that clinch. Both girls getting up on their tippy toes there. Just trying to fight for dominant position.
I find the problem with looking for an elbow in the fight and not landing it lets the other person know that that's your intentions. Even though you've agreed to it, we all know that's the intent. But I don't know.
Body kick lands but is caught by Gentiane.
All right, first round down.
First round, not a lot in it. As we said earlier, made the trip over from New Zealand. We have some good advice for her. Gentiane's just using those balks to try and get a reaction from Victoria. Just little fakes, little movements, pretend to throw a kick and then exploding with the hands. Neither of those punches landing. Victoria doing the same thing, just being threatening with that front leg, bouncing on weight on the back leg, but bouncing that front leg, sort of threatening with a teep, which keeps, if everyone's at home wondering why there isn't more explosive action from Gentiane, it's because she knows that Vic may just pull that teep up and hit her in the midsection as she comes in, or bring up a switch kick on the arm. So it's a real game of cat and mouse at the moment here in the second round.
I know I commented on it at the last Infliction, but Victoria's back just comes alive when she gets in that exchange, eh?
Yeah,
she starts throwing them shots. You just watch the muscles go to work. It's like ridiculous.
So strong. I know they have a strong focus on strength and conditioning over there at Champions Gym in Western Australia. One of the better gyms in Australian Muay Thai is Champions Gym. And part of that is obviously for the injury prevention, but also you can see in the physique, she's very strong in the back and shoulders. Nice kick lands from Victoria. Unsuccessful with that combination is Gentiane. A right cross sneaks through from Vic. Another right cross.
I'd say Victoria's starting to loosen up now. She's starting to offer a bit more.
She is. She's just doing a bit of circling around the ring as well, trying not to stay in the one spot, and manages to land that switch kick as she falls out of the combination. And a right body kick up on her arms for Gentiane. Sneaks that elbow in by the looks.
She's even
nice
pulling
body
her
kick
shots.
to right cross from Vic.
She's definitely warm. She's calling her shots. She's committing a lot more to them.
Oh, Gentiane goes for the elbow.
Catches a kick, just unable to execute that sweep. and almost successful as Victoria with that takedown.
I think that just shows Gentiane's experience
Yeah,
of
from
footwork, so many fights. She knows where to
Absolutely.
throw her body.
Like a cat.
Yeah.
Both girls ending up through the ropes there. Big breath from Victoria. Kick on the elbow, that would have hurt someone, that one for sure.
Ten seconds left in the round.
Some nice knees. Attempts to sweep, but unsuccessful.
Into round 2.
Victoria's smart there in that clinch when Gentiane went for the elbow. She ducks in real tight, so
She did,
Making
got on the inside, so she
Yeah.
was almost under her armpit. So all she could do was hit with the fleshy part of the tricep. Have to give that round to Victoria. So a Muay Thai practitioner, when you're watching, you're really looking for these little intricacies, and it's such an interesting matchup.
it's been a fight of the IQ at the moment, I feel.
Absolutely, yeah. Leg kick lands on the outside of the shin.
Nice leg kick there by Gentiane.
Yep. Check from Victoria. Still not quite nice kick landed from Victoria there. And well done to escape that grab of the leg. Strong poise and balance and some nice knees in the clinch from Vic. Gentiane just fighting for that inside position in the clinch. Gentiane just a little heavy on that front foot. Classic, like New Zealand, they do have more of a kickboxing style, which is I'm not saying either style is better, but it does each have pros and cons. One with the kickboxing style, they do tend to be a little heavier on the front leg.
Both girls have got some good ring craft as well.
They
They're
do.
moving quite well.
They do.
The boys that I fought that are more kickboxers
Nice right cross, actually, from...
never check. They just wear it on the leg and then they just counter back with their own shots.
Yes.
The problem with that is when
Two
you
leg
come,
kicks right there exchanged.
yeah, you come fighting a Muay Thai fighter, they'll chop them legs.
Nice knee from Gentiane off the end of that combination.
Return nice knee from Victoria.
Yeah. Victoria just controlling the position of the clinch. They're probably going tit for tat with the knees, but Victoria's slightly stronger with the position. Nice leg kick from Gentiane. And a check from Victoria. It'd be nice to see her turn that toe out a little bit more so it lands on the bone.
Another nice leg chop from there.
Yeah.
Gentiane.
Yeah, they can add up. If Victoria can turn that toe out.
Just-
Nice head kick. Just nicks with the toe.
Yeah.
Nice
little
goes to
down
that
elbow.
elbow and a left
Another
elbow.
elbow.
Victoria returns favour with a nice driving knee. Gentiane's really looking to sneak those elbows up the centre, but just a little bit stifled for range. Can't quite land him, ends up putting him on the collarbone of Victoria. Nice attempt at the overhand, but it lands on a guard with a knee to follow up. Nice
Victoria keeping
knees
busy
there.
in the clinch there.
Yeah, just busy. Not necessarily hard, but they just can be so pesty. When you're in there and you know they're not hurting, but knee. You just know that each blow is landing.
It's a point after a point, and
It is.
Solid leg kicks there
that
from
one was in the
body
bread
kicks.
basket.
Nice flurry from Victoria, and not technically a takedown, but ends up on top on the ground. So for those watching at home, for it to be considered a scoring takedown, one fighter should be standing while the other one's on the ground. In that exchange, both fighters went down. It's almost like more of a psychological win for Victoria being on top on the ground, and Gentiane, being underneath, but not necessarily what we'd call a scoring takedown.
Let's go round 4.
Check from Victoria. Teep from Victoria lands as well. Again, Victoria playing the
Nice
more
teep
Thai
from
style.
Gentiane.
Yeah, she did land that nice teep. And a leg kick. Victoria lands with a body kick of her own, landing on the arms. Little chopping leg kick. Tries to set up that overhand right.
I feel sorry for Victoria's husband. Like, just looking at that staunch face that she pulls, if she's like, "You're doing the dishes tonight," he doesn't argue. He's like, "Yes, ma'am."
Nice overhand right
Nice
there by
overhand
Gentiane.
right, yeah, she did land that one. And another one. Victoria tries to return fire with an elbow, doesn't quite land. Just misses with the jab cross. Again, Gentiane's just landing those little leg kicks that Victoria is technically checking by bringing the shin up, but they are landing, and you can start to see the welting on the outside of Victoria's shin. And just a little psychological win ending up on top with that knee on the belly.
Yeah.
Knee on belly jiu-jitsu move. Maybe
Yeah.
she's been practicing a little bit.
It takes the wind out of you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen,
Let's be
this is for the
clear, not a scoring
WMO
Muay Thai
World
blow.
Title.
Just the satisfactory of winning the
That's
as
right.
you go down.
Just a good position.
Yeah.
Gentiane landed a nice jab there
She did.
on the chin.
She's starting to find range.
Body shot there from
Yeah.
Gentiane.
Vic lands a nothing clean landing here from the girls in the clinch with those knees. Nice jab, but a leg kick for her efforts.
Kick for kick, both
Kick,
girls.
kick. And now once again, you can see the outside of Victoria's calf muscles just starting to welt up that little bit. You said it's technically checked, it's technically blocked, but that does have an effect on your movement. Ooh,
Nice elbow
little
by
elbow from
Gentiane.
Yeah, she goes for another one, sees that she landed, thought she saw the weakness. Victoria unable to score that takedown. As Gentiane is, as Reese mentioned earlier, very balanced. Just has nice poise as she's pulled off balance, gets her feet straight back underneath her. Sign of a great experienced fighter.
And for a tall person, it's quite like fighting a shorter one. It's quite weird to see that she gets that good centre of gravity.
Oh, elbows.
Spinning back elbow by Gentiane.
land.
Oh, elbows
Victoria
by both girls.
rolling
Take it
them.
to her.
Great way to end round 4.
Yeah. Yep. Use
Just
those body
halfway
kicks
through
as she tries
our
to come
card
in.
tonight,
She's
ladies
got
and
great
gentlemen. A
patience,
whole
Victoria,
stack
doesn't
of
she?
fights on the way. 3 minutes on the clock for these girls.
Nothing silly, Vic, from the corner of Victoria Sullivan.
Let's make some noise, people!
She's obviously there trying to tell her to remain patient, which is sometimes can be so hard when you're
This
When
close
you're-
to a world title.
yes, when you're a fighter and your whole being is to want to fight. And it's like, well, I know if I remain patient, I have a good chance of winning this and I can outpoint this girl. But it's like, but part of me just wants to go in and cause chaos. It's very, very hard to do. Sometimes the easier thing is to just get caught up in the scrap.
I can't believe how fit Victoria's looking. Like, round 5, and she's barely breathing. Me, round 5, when I was
I'm
fighting
dead.
for my world titles, I was still gassed.
Mate, I'm dead. 100%.
Gentiane's landing some clean punches in this round.
She is. She is.
They're both playing such a good chess game.
They
Of
are.
like-
Yeah, see, there we go. Gentiane's tried to cause the reaction with the right kick and then go for the right cross. Lands that body kick, but Vic lands one of her own in return. I think Victoria now is giving in to wanting to engage in the fight, which is probably good for Gentiane.
Vic's landing
Because
them
look,
elbows.
she's wanting to lean in with those right crosses. Gentiane misses with the leg kick. Misses with the right cross as well.
Oh,
Almost
Gentiane
catches her with that
yeah.
elbow. And Vic once again finishing on top. Little knee on belly, just a good measure.
Fist on face.
She'd be a great football player, eh?
Gentiane's
Nice
not taking a step
elbow.
back. Just caught up in the ropes
Caught
there.
up in the ropes, yeah. Superman punch for Victoria. Like I said, I think this is the fighter in Victoria really wanting to come out and dominate in this last round, make a statement.
There's the fighter in both girls.
Absolutely.
Wait till the ref breaks it.
Yep.
Final moments of this round, boys and girls. Let's do it.
Gentiane lands a nice right over the top.
Home.
Girls nearly go over into the trophy cabinet.
Nice elbows from Gentiane there.
Less than 30 seconds.
Gentiane really trying hard in this last moments of this fight.
Gentiane's got feet like a cat.
She does. Very hard to
got
put
that
down.
perfect sweep happening. And
Both
she
girls go for elbows. Nice body kick. Finish the round.
Good finish to the round. That's the end of the fight.
Well done. Good, like as you said earlier, Reese, real like high IQ, like battle. It was a chess match where they're just trying to figure, Gentiane trying to figure Victoria out, and Victoria trying to be as patient as possible.
I think whatever way this goes, the other person's going to be sitting there getting eaten on it.
See, nice high head kick there on the replay.
Yeah. Steps in, just couldn't quite fight that range for Gentiane, but trying to land some blows in the clinch.
See that
Overhand right,
Yeah,
just
lands
sort of
there.
lands.
Victoria gets a
Right
nice
there,
takedown and knee
yeah.
there, yeah?
She get like Gentiane's just so balanced. When she gets thrown, she doesn't quite go down. Where 9 out of 10 people would be flat on their back.
And that's her experience coming through.
Absolutely. And that's the thing you got to remember when there's so much experience here. There's like, it's so hard to be clearly a winner and so effective, and the other person's so good at being defensive and nullifying your attacks.
Yeah.
And you see Gentiane just she gets out just slightly out of Victoria's way when
For these two warriors. As we go to the judges' scorecards, our judges scored this fight 49-46, 49-46, 49-47, all for the winner by unanimous decision, the WMO World Champion, Victoria Sullivan.